this gets them going early.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Cobb. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to the ground with the running back. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Kane. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Cobb. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Auburn! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's...
There he goes! couldn't catch it. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Comes the Auburn offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and
there's some room. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Brown will throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for room. It's Smothers.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Throwing Manning. And they're not on the same page there. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Going for the big play. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Third and 6 yards to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Third down from the gun, Manning. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. This drive will open from the 15. The run inside. It's Cobb.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Finds his man. It's Nimrod. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Auburn. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think coming into this game, we thought it was going to be a back-and-forth affair. What a great job executing on that touchdown. If they get this extra point, man, we are all tied up heading in at halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe...
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's going to take off. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Running behind that left side. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brown will throw it. Still looking, on the move. Lets it fly. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
On the ground, it's Simon. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Manning to throw. On the left side, here's Coleman. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Wants to adjust the pattern. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Got his man. Makes the catch, and he's free. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's Arch to throw. He caught it. Can't White crossed the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Upstairs to make the catch. Finds a seam. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Using his legs, it's Simon. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Arch is going to throw for it. Caught on the left side by Wilson. Makes the grab in their space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So first down will open up the final period.
6, 7, down. Ready.
Give to the running back.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Manning unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play.
He tries to take the top off. Catch inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play. What do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Right back to the well. Got a little grass. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
The Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal.
Switch it.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Brown wants to pass. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And it's good! And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Cobb. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. Brown will throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.